All right, guys, this is the low spin shot that Jordan Spieth was hitting. Just want to break it down, just how he's doing this. So he mentioned in the video that he was putting off his back foot, but obviously it's a little bit more towards his front foot. And the reason that he's playing it more towards his front foot is because the shot that he's hitting is probably about 30 yards. So it needs to get up in the air a little bit more. So it needs to carry, like he's probably carrying about half the way to the target. If the target was closer or he wanted it to land more on the front of the green and release out, then he would have it more lined up towards his back foot. So hitting this low spinning golf shot, there's a few fundamentals you have to be aware of. One is keeping your weight to the left side. I would be using a lofted wedge here, so like a lob wedge or a sand wedge to hit this shot, so you can still use loft even when you are trying to hit a low spinning shot. You just have to have the technique that allows that to happen. So if you want more backspin, you can put it towards your front foot. Again, if you want it to like hit short in front of you, like hit it lower, hit the green sooner, and then kind of skid and stop, instead of like what he does here where it kind of throws it further and then does like one big hop and then stops. I would play it more back in your stance. So other fundamentals that you have to be aware of is we want a wide arc to hit this shot. One thing before I get to that is that his hands are pressed forward, so you want to make sure that that's part of it. As he goes back, his arms and his body are working together, so everything's staying nice and connected. So at the top of his swing, you see that the club head is still kind of behind his hand, so it's not in an upright position. If it was in an upright position, he wouldn't be hitting a low spinning shot. It would be more of like a lob type shot. So you want a wide arc. It's going to kind of feel like the club is still even with your hands at this position. So instead of it being where it is, it's going to feel like it's still even with your hands. And then coming through, you just kind of want to rotate your core and your body through the shot while kind of holding on to the handle. So you can see kind of the handle of the club stays ahead of the club head. So that's really important when you're trying to hit a low spinning golf shot. So, and low spinning golf shots are really useful when you're in a position where the pin is in a back position. So you can land it in the first third or middle, like halfway to the target, and then it can grab. You can still use in other pins, but this is good to because it can be scary if the pin is back to throw it all the way back there, because then it goes over the green and you're left some awkward short-sighted shot. So a low spinning shot is useful. So when he finishes this swing, you see that the club head is still finishing below his hands, which is really critical. So something you can remember is an easy rule is if you want to hit it low, finish low. So the club head should finish low, and then if you want to hit it higher, make sure the club head is finishing at a higher position. So just wanted to break down kind of what he's doing here. So again, weight is forward, lofted club, everything stays connected. It's a wide arc, not a narrow arc. His hands aren't really doing a whole lot except making sure that the handle stays in front of the ball, and then holding off his finish. And then the shot itself, you can see how far he is away from the target, where it's like 30 yards away. He's landing about halfway, takes a big first hop, and then it's going to start grabbing as it starts to have smaller bounces. So he probably just carried this a little bit further than he intended to, and that's why it kind of slides by just a little bit, but you can see kind of where it grabs right in there. And then one of the best words that he uses is smidge, which is such a good word in golf. So if you want a little bit of spin, it's just a smidge. So and I'm going to go over some other golf shots that these guys hit and kind of break them down, how they're doing it, so you can practice this stuff on your own time.